Hello, everybody. Hello to Real Vision Avant. And listen, everyone, look, I am so excited because on this live session, I'm going to be showing you a software that was actually shared to me. It is an artificial intelligence software, darling, that was shared with me on how to be able to turn your books into an audiobook. And before we get into this, the reason why this is so important, guys, with creating, a book into an audiobook, is because it gives you an opportunity for an additional stream of income. Also, because we understand that people are, they might like to read books, but also at the same time, people like to listen to books. This gives you the ability to be able to connect with people that are just so busy moving and grooving that they want to just have something to listen to. Now, before we get into this, I'm also going to say one thing that I don't necessarily recommend is that once you convert your audiobook is to upload it to KDP. Now, listen, or to what's the one that Audible. Now, again, y'all know I'm just not the biggest advocate for utilizing Amazon to list your books. And I get it. I know that this is what most people have always shared to do. Hello, what's going on, Robin? How are you? Welcome. I know that this is what a lot of people teach on how to be able to do this. I want to make sure y'all can hear me clearly too. Let me pull up the YouTube just to make sure, y'all. I want to make sure it sounds clear. All right, let's see here. Hello, what's going on? Okay, Robin? Yes, it sounds clear. Okay, good. All right. So, I know that a lot of people that are in this book world will tell you that KDP is the way, Amazon is the way, Audible is the way. And listen, if your only goal is to sell and make money from the sale of your books, yes, it could be the way. It could be great. But I do know for a fact that they take a lot of your profits, they take a lot of your money, and they take your leads and they repurpose your leads to be able to promote to your leads what other products and services fall in that same category. So for me, because I'm using my book to build a business, I don't necessarily agree in loading my stuff onto a third-party website where I don't get the context and I make less money. So one of the alternatives that I'm going to suggest is using SoundCloud, right? SoundCloud is dope because you can create a SoundCloud account. And especially for those of you guys who pod and all types of stuff, I had logged back into my SoundCloud. I was using SoundCloud a couple years ago, and I logged back into my SoundCloud, and I have some audios where I had 800, 1,000 listens, or people listening. And so I was like, wow, we probably should have kept using it, but we can go ahead and get back into the SoundCloud. And what's dope about SoundCloud is that you can create an easy integration where when you upload an audio, you can actually make it private. Also, YouTube is now creating where they can have different podcasts and you can make it a private link as well. I'm not really sure. I haven't fully done it, but I know for a fact you can upload your audiobook to SoundCloud and you can make it private. And so when somebody purchases from your website, you can then create an automation that then sends them your private link. And a lot of people are listening on SoundCloud. So it's not like you're sending them to an app or something like that they're not using, right? So this allows you to keep 100% of your profits and at the same time 100% of all of your contact information. Okay, so let's get into how we're going to actually write this book or use our book and create audio. So let me ask you guys, how many of you guys have your book already done? If you do, just go ahead and put in the comment space I do. If you're watching the replay, also put I do, because I go back and I read. Also, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask your questions in the chat, because I will come back to answer those questions as well. By the way, one final thing before we get into this, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and please give it a thumbs up, okay? I would appreciate that so much, and make sure to turn on your notifications. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see. And so the name of the software is called Author's Voice. I've also included my affiliate link if you guys decide that you want to use it. Of course, you don't have to use my affiliate link, but of course, I would be really, really grateful if you did. But I have included my affiliate link in the caption. So if you do enjoy this training and you decide to sign up, please use that link. Now, one cool thing about Author's Voice is when you sign up, they will give you some credits, or they call it tokens, right? And so as you can see, I've been kind of playing around with this, but I want to show you guys how easy it is to literally upload a book, and then how to be able to start utilizing the different voices that are available. Now, one thing that they do have is called Clone a Voice, and this is where you can actually send them an audio of your voice and they can clone it. Now, I will tell you that I'm still testing this out because I did send my voice in, and I think I was just reading too fast. I don't know. It's a lot of pressure. And then for whatever reason, I thought I had to do 5 to 10 minutes. It says up to 5 minutes. So that's what happened. So what I will say is, when you send in, and if you're going to pay that $39 to clone your voice, like, try not to read too fast, right? Or to speak too fast. Also, you don't need to do full 5 minutes. It's up to. So I would say about 1 minute to 2 minutes of you talking in your regular pace, so that it does not speed you up. But I'll let y'all still hear what they came up with for my voice. It's not all the way there, but anyway, so let's get into it. My projects, you're going to go to my projects, and this is where you'll see your stuff there if you have anything, right? Now, I have already started with my book, the 10K book, but what I'm going to do is I actually have a book, a different book that I want to go ahead and use, and I'm going to put that in here. So let's go to my Google folder so that we can pull up that document. Many of you guys, hopefully you have places where you have loaded your manuscripts. And so we load our manuscripts utilizing Google Docs, right? And so I'm going to pull up this collaboration book that we did. It was called the Coaches Collaboration Book. Let me show y'all the cover real quick so y'all can see. It was a collaborative project, and I forgot all about this. Honestly, we do so many different books, but I actually love this particular book because of the people. So this is it right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this into an audiobook because we have some really dope people in the project. And so anyways, I'm going to go here back to the manuscript. And so we want to go to, let me see. Do I have the final here? Is this it right here? Yep, right here. This is it. So this is the PDF. And so to make things easy, I'm going to take this PDF and then convert it to a Word document. So for those of you guys who are working with like a publisher, you will typically send them your manuscript before. Well, actually, I can show you how we do it separately. You're going to send your manuscript in Word, right? And so, okay, I see you guys. Coach the Vision, Love, Inspiration. I see you there in the chat. So you're going to send it typically in a Word document, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this one so you guys can see like how you could do it possibly even with PDF. So I'm going to go to the PDF that I just downloaded, and we're going to open this up in Adobe Acrobat. Because we want it to be exported as a Word document. So, oops, let's see. We're gonna go here and export it. Let me see, or save as, no, export as MS Word document, perfect. And so now we're gonna go ahead and save it as a Word document so that we can open up each section, okay? And I wanna use this because it is fully formatted with everything that I need, versus, the breakdown, right? Because typically, if you guys have ever heard, if you've ever heard an audiobook, it has even the copyright pages on there, right? So I want to make sure that I got everything. Okay. All right. So here it is in the Word format. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this first portion. All right. Which is the title page. All right. So let's go back to author's voice, and we're going to create new audio. Okay. Y'all, this is going to blow you away. So we're going to go ahead and create the title of the book, which is going to be the Coach's Book. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and create the new section, the title page. Oh, I wonder if it's not going to let me do it if I have nothing here yet. So, Coach's Book. I'm just going to put that there for now. And then we're going to go ahead and click Create Section. So right here, the title page, that's what this is going to be. So I'm going to go ahead. I just wanted to make sure. So we're going to go ahead and put this. And I'm going to say title, coach. It's probably going to say CH, and then subtitle, because I want it to say that all, right? Now, also, another thing is with these names, I'm just going to be honest, it may not pronounce all of the names properly. For this collaborative book, though, I'm not going to really break it down into the pronunciation of everybody's name, but you can do that, right? So my name is also, should be in here too. So I'm going to say Taria Avant, and you're going to hear how it actually, when it does play the audio, it's going to pronounce them in the way that it's actually pronounced. I mean, that it's spelled. Okay. Now let me make sure real quick that I have shared my audio when I share this screen with y'all. I just want to make sure y'all can hear. Yep. Okay. All right. So first things first, we have the title page, right? Then what we're going to do is go. I didn't mean to generate the audio. Well, we'll go ahead and do that for now. Then what you want to do is you want to add another section, okay? And so this section that we're going to call this one is going to be the introduction page, right? So I'm going to click right here and call, or actually the copyright page, okay? And so click the check mark, and I'm going to go here to this Word document, and I'm going to scroll down, and this is my copyright page. So I want this to be included in the audio as well. All right, so we're going to paste that in there. Okay, then what we're going to do is add another section, and you're going to do each one of your sections of your book. Okay, so table of contents, we're going to include that. And again, this is why I went to my formatted document versus just the original Word, because I don't always include all of that. Now, what I will say is this, all these dots, you probably can remove those because you don't want it to say ... right? Or period. So we're probably just going to make sure that we fix it to be something like this. Page 1. All right. Page V. Okay. Page 13. All right. Now, I want you guys to be able to hear it so that you're kind of, it's like making sense for you. So I'm going to get ready to play some of the audio so you can see. But I wanted to kind of work on formatting it as well so you guys understand like a little bit of what you want to include on here when you are, you know, putting this together. Because for your audiobook, you want it to, you know, reference all of this stuff the right way, right? Okay. So for time, I'm going to come back and do that later. Let me just go ahead and push this. Now, each one of our chapters have a co-author, and then it's a chapter title. So I'm just going to say chapter title. So it says that, you know, all right. And chapter title. Watch this. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and select this right here. And watch this. I'm going to click on test selected text. I did too much. It can only be up to 200 words. Test selected text. All right, guys. So I don't know if you guys heard it because I got to connect my doggone earphones. But did you guys get a chance to hear the audio and how amazing that was? Right. And so this is what happens, guys. So anyways, let me make sure I can hear the audio with y'all. Heyday. Okay, there we go. And if you guys are still with me in the chat, let me know. Let me know. All right, let's go ahead and play that one more time. So this is supposed to be profitable and impactful events, page 1 by Danella Burnett. So we'll do like that. We'll update. Hold on, let me make sure and look at it real quick. Yes. So this is supposed to say by Danella Burnett. He actually said her name really good too. Now, did you guys also notice the audio, right? So, I mean, it's not bad, but because most people that probably buy my book, they're going to be wanting to hear from me, right? Or hear a voice that's similar. I don't know if necessarily a man's voice would actually work for my book, right? So you get to change the audio as well. And so I'm going to show you guys how that works, right? So 1 second, we're going to go here to voices, and you can change who the characters are. Another really cool thing about this software, guys, is that even when you change the characters, you can have different sections have different voices. In fact, I'll give you an example. If you've ever listened to Napoleon Hill's, what is his book? Outwitting the Devil. If you've ever listened to Outwitting the Devil, there's 2 different voices in that actual audio book. So you might want to be able to separate the voices based on, like, maybe it's somebody that's giving a testimonial. I know in my book, this one here, we have men that are in it as well. So I might want to have a female's voice for the female's chapter and then have a male's voice for the male's chapter. But let me just go ahead and change this. Now, I'll let you hear what my voice sounds like. This is Vision Avant. I don't really like it, so we're going to work on having them to tweak it. But let's go ahead and save that. And let me make sure I fix, we're going to fix this right here as well. Hold on, let me refresh this because it's got this narrator thing here. Sometimes it does get a little glitchy. Keep in mind, you know, that's okay. It's software. That's what software does. But right here, I don't know why it has that. Okay, so table of contents, having profitable and impactful events by Danella Burnett. All right, we're going to go ahead and update this by David Kometsky. And then we have this one by Lisa J. Crawford. All right. Okay, so let's hear it now with the different voice, okay? And this is my voice. All right. And let me know if you guys can hear it in the chat. Hopefully you can. All right, just taking a minute. Oh, you could not hear it. Okay, so, it says, okay, so y'all said y'all could not hear it? Let me know in the chat. Oh, you can't hear it. Oh, no. Okay, hold on 1 sec, y'all. Lord. All right, so let me go ahead and reshare it so you guys can hear in the chat. Let's see here. All right. Active systems. You should be activate system audio capture. Mic check 1 2. Hold on, let me check this out. Nope. All right. Let's see. Entire screen. All right. You should be able to, though. Okay, let's try to play it one more time. Oh, I wonder. Movie. Let me see. Let me go to this one real quick, the title page, and just play it.
Title, Coach Subtitle, Creating Outcomes Action by Changing Habits. Torea Avant Danella Burnett, David Kometsky, Lisa J. Crawford, Betsy Dickinson, Simone.
So you guys were not able to hear that? It's showing.
I know that this is
1 second, I'm going to make an echo. It was showing that it was playing, that the audio was up, the system audio, and you guys could not hear it.
Sounds clear.
What's that?
All right, let's see here. Hello, what's going on?
Okay, yes, it sounds clear. Okay, good. All right, so 1 second, I'm gonna make an echo. It was showing that it was playing, that the audio was up, the system audio, and you guys could not hear it. Okay, hold on. Let me check this out. 1 sec, guys. Let me know in the chat. Oh, you can't hear it. Oh no. Okay, hold on. It's the system audio, and you guys could not hear it. So you still did not hear anything. 1 sec, guys.
Avantanella Burnett.
I hear it. I just played it on my phone. I heard the audio. Okay, y'all heard a man's voice. Okay, so, that's what you're supposed to hear. So, so let me go back to this again. You guys did hear it, but maybe in the first time I had to re-click it or something. I don't know, Chad. But let me show you real quick. We're going to go back here to the empty section where we were cleaning up the table of contents. And so right here, I'm just going to highlight a couple of it so you can see test selection. So hopefully you can hear it.
Table of Contents Introduction, Page V Having Profitable and Impactful Events by Danielle Burnett, page 1.
All right, so that is supposed to be my voice. So, I mean, I guess it kind of sounds like it. I don't know. But it sounds very wonky, right? But now we can try different voices as well. So one of the voices that I like, and again, they have over 117 or so. I think it says 18 because it has mine, but they have so many different ones that you can check from. So if you wanted to, try to have something that's as close, I like the voice Araya. So I'm going to go ahead and play that so you guys can hear that.
Table of Contents Introduction. Page Vi, Having Profitable and Impactful Events by Danielle Burnett. Page 1.
So you see that? That sounds very good, right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and add a full chapter, just like an introduction chapter, so you guys can hear it actually speak a little bit more content other than just like the table of contents and stuff. We'll be working on that to get that better. Now, what I will tell you is when you do export something from a PDF, of course, it kind of makes it a little weird, but that's fine. We're going to still work with it. I'm going to copy this in and I'm going to go ahead and paste this in here. So, and then we're going to go ahead and name this section the introduction. Okay. Click check. And then you got to go in and fix some of this stuff. Now, again, for example, like my name is spelled Taurea, right? And so a lot of times people mispronounce my name. And so we want to make sure that we can kind of fix that as well. Oh, I'm noticing too, when you export it from the PDF to here, it'll put these hyphens, which we definitely don't want, right? So we're going to fix that. And so anyway, so you're going to go in and clean it up as you need, but let's go ahead and let you guys hear it. Watch this. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. I think it's over 200 words, but it is. So you can test out 200 characters, which I would highly recommend that you do before you get it to go ahead and generate the audio, because you might need to tweak some of the words, right? So for example, like even with Taria, I'm going to let y'all hear the way it pronounces it up front, but I might need to tweak that and test out the audio before I go ahead and generate the audio. So let's go ahead and test the selected text. And while it's doing that, I'm just going to go in here to kind of clean up some of this stuff, because I'm definitely going to get it to do this entire book, which is actually about to be a new service that we're going to provide to our clients, right? So we're going to be taking our collaborative projects and converting them into audiobooks for our clients. So it's taking a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and kind of refresh it, even though you shouldn't have to. I'm just impatient. All right. So we'll refresh this page and then we're going to highlight that section again. Now, make sure if you see something that says empty section, you want to update it by double clicking on the name. And so this is the table of contents. And as you notice, I'm making each one of the sections separate, right? So chapter 1 will be there, chapter 2, and all of that, right? So let's go here. I just want to test this out. And then once you create the audio, which I'm going to show you what it looks like when you generate audio. The only thing is that when you click generate audio, it'll start using your tokens. So keep in mind that when you sign up for the free account, you will get some tokens that you get to use for free, okay? You'll get some that you get to use for free. However, it will start using up those tokens. And to do an entire book, it is going to cost you a little bit of money. But the great thing is that you'll then have all of these audios made, and you can even repurpose this for content on your social media platforms. How about that? So let me go ahead and test this real quick. And then I'm going to allow you to hear how it sounds.
Introduction.
With the full book.
Welcome and congratulations on grabbing a copy of this collaboration book. My name is Torea, pronounced Maria, W-A-T Vision Avant, and I.
So you see W, so that's supposed to be W/, but I'm going to put with a T, okay? Maria with a T, and then period, right? So we want to make a pause. And then I'm going to change the way it says Torea. I'm going to put Turia to see if it pronounces that a little bit better, okay? So we're going to go ahead and test the selected audio. And remember, you can select from so many different voices.
Welcome and congratulations on grabbing a copy of this collaboration book. My name is Torea, pronounced Maria with a T Vision Avant, and I have been in the coaching space since 2009.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say Torea Vision Avant, pronounced like Maria with a T instead of having that Vision Avant, okay? Period. Does that make sense? Because it don't really make sense. So that's why being able to go back and being able to have control of your audiobook is important, because if you just go send your book to someone else, they're going to transcribe it in the way that they or turn the audio in the way that they, see fit. But now you can have access to your stuff and be able to tweak it as you need to. Right? Does that make sense? So let's go ahead and test it out again.
Introduction. Welcome and congratulations on grabbing a copy of this collaboration book. My name is Torea Vision Avant, pronounced like Maria with a T.
You see that? I don't know what the but that is so cool to me. So I'm going to go to my projects. I want you to hear a little bit longer of a version of a book. So here's the 10K book where we were starting off. And again, I was playing around with it. So as you can see, I have the 10K book. I also have the introduction. And so I want you guys to hear the audio here. Just so that you can get an idea of what it would sound like for a full book, and how she will, kind of like enunciate certain words. She'll kind of pause, things of that nature, or he, depending upon who you want to have narrating in that in that particular section. So let's go ahead and press play so you can hear.
Introduction. Congratulations on securing your copy of the 10K book. This remarkable book holds the key to unlocking the immense potential of earning over $10,000 per month through your writing.
Did y'all hear how she did $10,000? And she'll do it differently depending upon when you play it. So sometimes you have to regenerate. This is also why maybe not having your entire book in one section, because if you want to regenerate an audio based on how they pronounce certain things, you might want to be able to have it broken into sections. And there might even be certain cases where if you're just hearing it's just wonky and you want to make sure it's perfect, you might even break a chapter into separate sections as well, based on the words that you might have in it. So anyways, we're going to keep going.
Let me share with you a startling truth. The average author earns less than $10,000 per year, and a staggering 80 of authors struggle to sell more than 250 copies of their books throughout their lifetime. Having been fortunate enough to work closely with speakers and coaches since 2014, I've noticed a common trend. Authors possess great enthusiasm during
So you guys have had a chance to kind of hear, doesn't this sound great? It does not sound like a computer. It sounds like an actual person that's transcribing. Now, of course, my voice, I still have to work on. And that's the thing. When you send in your cloned voice, you want to make sure that you're not speaking too fast. I probably was speaking too fast. And also what I was doing was trying to read from the book. But I think the best way to clone your voice would probably be you not reading and just talking like you normally would about a subject, right? So I was like messing it up when I was trying to read. So it's probably better, just like how I'm talking to you guys right now, record that audio and then upload that version so that you don't sound a little bit different. Because how many of us know when you are reading something, you sound a little bit different than when you're actually just talking to a person, right? So then once you are done and ready to go, you're able to download your files. Now, the only other thing is that it's going to download all your files individually. And so you'll need to put them together, or in SoundCloud, as I was stating, you could literally create a separate channel, a separate group, and then you can upload your book into the individual chapters under that particular group and make that particular channel private. And so that is what's really, really cool about this. Now, I'm not going to go into all of that on this particular training, but this allows you to now be able to sell your book, your audiobook, and then be able to distribute it to everybody who has purchased it. Okay. Now you keep all of your context. Now, some people say, well, Taria, how do you sell it? So when I complete this audiobook for the 10K book, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to sell it. Okay. And so if you guys are watching the replay, when you come back, probably within the next week, you'll be able to come here to 10kbook.com. So as an entrepreneur who sells a service, so if you sell products or services, maybe you're a speaker, you're a coach, I always recommend that when somebody asks you how to get in contact with them, you send them to what is called a free hook item capture page, lead generation page, whatever you want to call it. We call it a hook item page because it's designed to hook that person in exchange for their contact information. So let's just kind of pretend we'll put our information up here, right? So I'm going to put my email and everything. Yes. All right. Correct. And then it asks 2 additional questions. What's your email? Great. Then I click submit. Then what it does is before it delivers the free masterclass, it also says, hey, you can actually buy my book. Now, what you can do is when someone then says, yes, I want to go ahead and purchase the book, you can create a bump order on your form. And pretty much most funnel softwares have this available. It'll say, yep, add the audiobook for this amount of price, or you can have it even listed separately. So if you want to allow people to add in where, yes, I also want to get the audiobook for an additional $29.99, they can get the audiobook and it will then be delivered to their email. They just simply have to click on the link. And if they already have SoundCloud, they can add it in, or they can go ahead and, yes, download the SoundCloud app. Now, believe it or not, there's so many people who actually use SoundCloud. So many people already have it on their phones. And so this allows you to create your audiobook, sell it, keep 100% of the contact information, 100% of the profits. That's another thing. This is 100% profits, because if you think about it, with a printed book, yes, I might sell the book for $24.99, but I also have to pay to get the book printed. I also to ship it, things of that nature. For audio, you don't have to pay for anything else after it is done. You might pay the small SoundCloud monthly fee. You know what I'm saying? And so just one person buying it per month would pay for that. So it's 100% profit. And it gives you an opportunity to be able to connect with people that would prefer to listen versus actually read. So I hope you guys enjoyed this training. Listen, I am so excited about this. I'm telling you guys, I'm like thrilled and excited about this opportunity to create audiobooks with all of my books. And I hope that you guys do the same. Again, you can click on the link within my caption to register for it. Again, the name of the software is called Author's Voice, and it's specifically for individuals who are authors. Also, if you have podcasts that you would like to maybe create, maybe you just want to type in some stuff and you could type in the content of your podcast, and then you can have this to actually create the audio and you can upload that to your podcast as well. I mean, it's just definitely doing so much. Of course, as we continue to grow in this AI world, I know for a fact that the audios are going to get even better. You know, it's kind of freaky, but I'm excited to be able to create additional streams of income with the power of just clicking a button. Now, again, once you are working on this yourself, of course, you're going to have to, you know, make those tweaks to it and kind of fix it as the audio, you know, when you're exporting and all that good stuff. But as you do it, you'll get better with it, guys, and it makes it easier. The blessing is that you only got to do it one time, right? You only have to create your audiobook one time. Or if you ever have to go back and tweak a section, you can tweak the section and simply just re-upload that section. I love this. I love being able to have the ability to do this myself versus necessarily hiring someone that might charge me some money, and then every single time I need an update, I got to pay them for it, right? So this allows you to have the ability to do it yourself for a very inexpensive cost and to make an additional stream of income. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure that you give this a thumbs up as well and leave your comments. And I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Bye for now.